What's up, guys? I'm Travis, and you're watching Upgraded RC. Come on! Come on! Well, guys, I did it again. I don't know, these things just keep falling into my hands. I don't know if I've got a problem or what. I mean, I do love RCs, so we're just gonna go with it. Anyway, this is a 1/6 scale Axial SCX6 trail honcho. They also make a Jeep, the JLU version, and these are ready to run, which means the only thing you need to add is a battery and a battery charger. Other than that, even the radio's in here, you're all set. Well, guys, I told myself I was not going to do an unboxing video on this. I'm just going to go do a first run and tear it up. But I got to get the damn thing out of the box, so I thought you guys might want to see what's actually inside the box. And I'm going to point out a couple things here real quick for you. This does come with a Spectrum DX3 radio, which is 2.4 gigahertz, works great. If you've recently purchased any Axial crawlers, you know that it's going to come with one. I believe I have 3 of these radios now, and they work pretty good. But we will be using our Spectrum DX5 Rugged, as I am using it on everything else. Works great, love that radio. Anyway, this also comes with a Spectrum 120 amp Firma Smart ESC. Now on this ESC, this is going to deliver plenty of power. You can run either 3S or 4S LiPos with no problem at all. And that is going to go ahead and give you all of your telemetry as well, guys. You don't need no links, no modules, nothing. If you're into the telemetry thing, which I'm not really into it, but if you are, you just need a Spectrum Smart battery, and you can put this in here and you can transfer all of the data from that ESC to your radio in real time. That's pretty cool. This also has, they're boasting that it has 20 LED lights on here. And guys, I've seen this on other videos and stuff. They are bright. They work really, really good. I probably will end up putting a light bar on the very top. I like the looks of it, and it's just gonna make everything daytime like it does on my bomber. Now, they are telling you right here that you've got a Spectrum S905 steering servo, which delivers 555 pounds, or 555 ounces, I'm sorry, of torque, okay? Now, if you do the math, that's only 34 pounds of actual torque. This is a 25-pound truck. So I guess that's good, but I mean, it doesn't leave you a whole bunch of room for error. And all the videos I've watched on this, guys, the first problem that anyone has is the steering servo not being strong enough, or it eventually breaks. So we will be replacing that with our Power Hobby 1513 MG, which has 2,000 ounces of torque. And if you do the math on that, that comes out to 125 pounds of torque. So 34 pounds versus 125. I mean, there's a world of difference there. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. This is why we're Upgraded RC, guys. This is what we do. We put better stuff in here and test it out. Anyway, moving on, you also have a Metal Gear transmission here that comes with a servo, so you can shift it. Stock out of the box, this has a 2-gear transmission, guys. In first gear, it's meant for crawling and slow stuff. You can do about 3 miles an hour, and then when you go ahead and shift it from the radio into high, you're getting 13 miles an hour. So it's about a 300% increase. can't ask for more than that. You know, a lot of these RTR trucks, when you get them, you get first gear and second gear, there's not really that much difference. This one is going to be a noticeable difference, especially with this big beast. Other than that, guys, you've got multiple battery trays here, and I love the way that the cab can lift up off of the frame so you can access your batteries and do all that kind of stuff. My SCX10 Gladiator is exactly the same way. As a matter of fact, we're going to do a little bit of comparing here in the future because the SCX6 Gladiator and this truck, the frame and all the components inside are almost exact. I was noticing that. We'll do a better comparison though. Now, I'm going to take and upgrade everything on this, just like we always do. We've got a whole video series coming out. I've bought everything I can get from Vidavon for this truck, everything. So we will be doing a video series of installations, small videos, so I'm not boring you guys to death, and we'll go from there. But guys, I want to get this out of the box and go tear it up right now. It's a beautiful day out there. I want to get this done. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Pretty cool. They do have 3 points of seal here. Make sure all your stuff's inside. No one took anything out. I always like that about Axial. They are definitely sealed. Pretty good too. Okay, there we go. Get that out of the way. Here we go. Wow, it actually comes out like a dream when you open it from the right side and make sure it's facing right side up. Put our box here. Wow, this thing's big. There we go. There's some foam. Put that over there. There's our transmitter stuck inside this one. There it is, guys. Wow. Yeah. It's just so big. Wow. I mean, I've seen plenty of these on videos, and I've actually seen a couple in the hobby shops, but this thing is just larger than life sitting on my bench here. God, that is so heavy. 25 pounds. That feels like it's heavier than 25 pounds. Nice, guys. So anyway, you get the DX5 or DX3 Spectrum, like I said, and you get your manual here that's going to show everything inside, all your parts and everything, so you can order stuff you need to. It's also going to get you started and actually give you some instructions on how to run it safely. And then we get some batteries and a sticker. That's cool. They don't usually give out stickers. Got a good sticker there. And this little plastic piece here is an adapter so that you can go to a larger servo, 1/5 scale servo if you want to, which we will be doing. But guess what? Vidavon makes one too, and we've already got it. That's it, guys. Beautiful, beautiful truck. Let's see. Let's go over this a little bit. Definitely a beautiful rig, guys. Really good looking. It feels like, I know this is a Lexan body, but it feels like it's quite a bit more stout than your average Lexan body. I guess maybe it's thicker or something. It feels pretty good. We plan on taking this off. We're gonna get a different body and we're gonna do a full-blown upgraded RC paint job, just like we did on the Bomber. We'll probably be going with gray and red and black stripes and silver, and then put our logos all over it and stuff. So I have plans for that. Obviously we are changing out the bumpers and the sliders and, like I said, just everything. But this is really nice, guys. It does come with a full-size 2.9 spare back here that you can actually use. You just take this off and pull your tire off, and I don't know, this is so heavy, maybe you actually do snag your tire on a sharp rock and rip it open or something on the trail. Maybe you actually need to use this. This is finally usable, guys. Now right here, it comes with 2 sand boards in case you get stuck. You can pull these off. Let's see here how easy it is. There you go. There's one, and there's the other one. So you can pull those off, and if you get stuck, you can go ahead and just stick this underneath and take you right out, no problems at all. Now they have also installed a cargo box here. You know, some of them have the little toolboxes on them and stuff like that, but they're not really functional. This one is functional. You pull your cotter pins out here, out each side. Let's see how big this thing is. Oh, wow. That's pretty good size, guys. Look at that. I mean, I know what I plan on doing with this. I'm probably going to put a small shorty battery in here with like 9,000 milliamps or something like that, a 4S, to run the Power Hobby servo. I think that's where that's going to end up going. I'm not sure yet, but that's pretty nice. That's a good sized cargo area. I mean, I love this little plate right here. That's real aluminum, guys. You can put your sponsors on there and stuff. Like I said, I'm probably going to end up putting a light bar across the top of this. Everything else is getting changed. Oh, I did get my tires and wheels in. Let's see what this is going to look like with these tires and wheels on here. I didn't know if the purple would be a good match or not for the tan, but it'll definitely be a good match for the upgraded RC logos. Think I can rock those colors right now? Awesome. Let's go ahead and pull the top off here so we can see what the inside looks like. There are also 2 cotter pins in the back that you can remove so you can take this whole thing off. Wow, that's a huge motor, guys. You got your servo and everything up front. All your electronics are underneath this fake engine cover here. You can put batteries on both sides. Check that out, guys. Pretty cool, huh? All right, like I said, I did not want to do an unboxing video. It's kind of turning into one. So with that being said, let's get out there and tear this thing up. Sweet. That rear bumper really does have a great departure angle. Let's see what the front bumper's got here. See the tire hit before the bumper. It's a pretty impressive little crawler, it really is. Or should I say big crawler. This is amazing, guys. This is such a unique driving experience. It's completely different than all my 10-scale crawlers. It's kind of like a more of a one-on-one relationship where it's almost the same size as a real vehicle, so you really got to choose your lines carefully to be able to go over the obstacles. I thought it was great. I mean, it did really good. And first gear for crawling, perfect. I was not expecting that at all. This 12,000 kV motor in here, this brushless motor, is so smooth. I'm really very impressed by it. It crawled so well. And then when you shift into second gear, this thing takes off. And I mean, you can light up the ground and throw rocks, and it's got a decent amount of power. And guys, I was running this on 2S, 8,000 milliamps in parallel with 120C discharge on each one. So I didn't want to break it. I've got all these parts we're putting in here, like I talked about, to beef all this up. So I didn't want to break it right away, but I did put it through some pretty hard tasks. I mean, there's a lot of video I'm going to show you right now where I was pushing this pretty hard, and I was really expecting one of two things to happen. Either the servo was going to fail, or I was going to break the panhard bar mount, which a lot of people have done on the Axial directly. Did not happen. I found some really steep hills to climb and come back down. Lots of rocks. I found some sand. I found a creek that was flowing that has never flowed that I've seen in like 5 years, and it's flowing, so I thought that was really cool. We went up and down that a little bit. I got some video of that. This thing did really good. I do have a couple of complaints about it though. The very first thing is the power switch. The power switch sits right here underneath the front fender, and it's kind of difficult to get to. They didn't put it in a really nice spot. Now, I think it's out of the way of being destroyed, but I don't like it there because I just don't like it there. It's in the wrong spot for me. Plus, I think water could get in there and get some stuff screwed up. So we're gonna relocate that for sure. The other thing is, I don't like the fact that when I've already got my pins pulled here, but when you open this up, how come it doesn't open up far enough to stay here? There's not a lock right here or something. It kind of is annoying. So I found this brass piece of rod and cut it to the right length so that I could just do this and hold it open while I'm accessing my batteries and everything. It just makes it so much easier. Or you can simply pull the pins in the rear and take the whole thing off too. So that was a little bit of a downfall. The other thing that I don't like is that the foam in the tires here, the tires really weren't bad on traction. I'm very impressed with them, but the foam was terrible. When you're side hilling and stuff, the foam failed. It's really lightweight foam. It's not very good. So I'm glad we'll be going to the other tires where I have the Proline dual stage foam in there, and we'll see how that works out. The lights were amazing. The lights work really good, and I unplugged some of them for most of the trip and didn't realize it until I was doing some video, but the parking lights or the yellow lights and the brake lights were still on. That was kind of cool. It left for a really good video being able to see that without the headlights on, you know, so I thought that was nice. Now, there is one thing here that is a huge issue, guys. I'm going to have to show you this. I'm going to have to turn it on and show you my remote, but the steering system on this, the way that it's secured to the frame with the plastic mounts is terrible. There is so much flex in here, it's ridiculous. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, for starters, take a look at the servo right here and look at the mount and how much it flexes when I turn it. Can you guys see how much going back and forth? I mean, that is a huge loss right there. And I know I've heard people say it before, but when I put that Power Hobby 2,000 ounce servo in there, what do you think is going to happen with more power? It's going to be ridiculous. The other thing is down lower, right here you can see that the shock mount is moving, as well as the panhard bar mount that's part of the plastic shock tower. So when we put the metal shock towers on there, we will get rid of that. Besides that, the other thing, right here, we are getting a lot of flex out of the steering knuckles and the C-hubs and all of the links connecting everything together. Well, all in all, guys, this is just a hell of a lot of fun. And I mean, it's such a unique driving experience, driving something this large and this heavy and going over all them obstacles. I thought the weight would probably hinder it, but no, just the opposite. It added traction to it. And there's no problem because you got such a big motor here, it doesn't even feel the weight. So that was really cool. I cannot wait to get all the other upgraded parts on here so I can get rid of the steering flex and we can address some of these other issues and just make this thing just amazing. I'm gonna throw a lot of love at this, guys. If you're interested in this at all, please watch my video series, because I'm going to take and make a video on every single upgrade I put on this thing, and I'll show you step by step how I did it and what the pros and the cons are and what kind of benefits I got out of it. So, I mean, this is going to be my trail rig. This is going to be something I take all the time wherever I go, but I'm going to turn it into an awesome crawler as well. We're going to do competitions with this thing. We're going to go hang out with buddies and do trail runs. This is a super, super cool rig, guys. If you're interested at all, I would definitely give it a thumbs up. And I think it's worth every penny, even though it's got some issues. We're going to fix those. That's part of it, right? I mean, well, that's what we do here at Upgraded RC anyway. We change out all the parts and upgrade them to better things and then see how it worked and what the results were. And I just love making videos for you guys. If you're interested in this video series, they're coming up soon. Guys, I'm Travis. You're watching Upgraded RC. Peace out.